Good afternoon, Starkville. I'm meteorologist Griffin Hardy here with your Thursday afternoon forecast. Out in the Junction right now, they're setting up for SEC Nation, set to take off this weekend as we play South Carolina. It's going to be hopefully a better game than this past weekend. Right now we're at 93 degrees in the Junction. The humidity's down though. The relative humidity is only at 30% with a slight breeze coming out of the south-southwest at 7 miles per hour. And we're tracking just a few isolated small pop-up showers that have been coming into our area this afternoon, just slowly drifting to the east, reaching our far west counties and starting to fizzle out. So not seeing much activity there. It's mostly high and dry like we've been seeing just this past week. And the temperatures across our region right now are they're up there. You can see we're in the mid-90s across the region. And it's drier though. You can see the dew points a little bit cooler up to, a little bit less humid to the north rather, with just lower 60s, especially dry down to the south though, with dew points reaching the upper 50s. Aberdeen really stands out though, like it usually does, 74. So I believe it has to do with the sensor, which must be out in the open and gathering a lot of sunshine and moisture. So it really must feel a little bit above average out there. Tracking the tropics right now, it's relatively quiet. We have a system out into the Atlantic that's been starting to develop. The NHC is watching that, but mostly quiet for the most part. And you can see some drier air sitting on top of us, and that's really making it especially dry and warm outside, just keeping us in those dry conditions for the most part. And for the remainder of the next few days, you can see there's that ridge of high pressure that's sitting on top of us and dominating our weather like we're used to seeing. And that's going to just push slowly to the south, but you can see this approaching front bringing a slight chance of showers into our vicinity by Friday afternoon though. Friday afternoon it'll be mostly dry, but by Saturday morning rather, you can see a small chance of a shower drifting into our part of the world. And the front will finally approach us. You can see it coming a little closer by Saturday afternoon, and a little bit smaller chance of showers here in Starkville right at about lunchtime, right when you're tailgating for the game. And that front should get here right at about kickoff time. So the rain gear will be in order for this weekend, especially throughout the afternoon. You stand the chance of catching just a small possible shower for many of us. So for tonight though, we expect those lows to get down into the upper 60s, which should be mostly clear and mostly calm for the most part. And for tomorrow, we expect the highs to be again back into the 90s. We can expect a lot of heat and only just a slight breeze coming out of the southwest at about 5 to 10 miles per hour. The heat will continue to persist for the next few days. For your football forecast, again, the rain gear will be in handy. You can see the highs will be back into the 90s. Catching a small possible shower is not out of the question. We're going to keep that rain chance at only 30% and increasing into game time. The 30% chance will be mostly in the mid-afternoon, and by later evening when that front gets here, we can expect those chances to go up just a little bit farther. And for the next few days, we can expect the greatest rain chance to be on Saturday, unfortunately for game day, but the cooler temperature, it's going to be just slightly cooler on Sunday with a high of 88 degrees, but the lows will be consistent in the upper 60s, and the 90s just won't go away. You can see Monday and Tuesday will still be in the low 90s, into Wednesday and Thursday, low 90s, with only just very slim rain chances at 10% on Tuesday and Wednesday, and the heat just continues to persist.